all of our bags. So we have all of our backpacks, which is our luggage, in the back. And here you can look in our excursion. Front seat, middle seat. We have stuff under our feet. In the very back. And sometimes under Holly's feet is where the most stuff is. Backpacks, we have day packs. We have gallons of jugs of water in the window. But not when we travel, of course. What's your favorite part about camping?
You're gonna sleep in a tent.
What do you like about camping?
You don't have to be quiet. As quiet.
What do you like about camping?
I like that you can scream as loud as you can. No, you can't.
Do you like anything about camping?
Yeah, sometimes there's grass and you don't always have to sleep on the bed. And there's no parties going on when you try to go to sleep. That's what I like about camping.
Colin, do you like camping?
No, Colin, that's firewood.
Do you like camping better or staying in a hotel?
Staying in a hotel.
Why?
Because it has air conditioning.
It's not even hot right now.
I know, but sometimes it is.
I like camping because it's cheap. When we had our camp trailer with us, we spent very little on camping. We would find an RV park every now and then just to stay somewhere that's not in a parking lot. We left our camp trailer in Arizona because when we went back to Arizona, we decided it'd be a lot less expensive to drag our camper around than to try to find RV parks and places to put it while we traveled through cities. And since our agenda was to go to a lot of big cities, we didn't want to drag it around. So the best option for us, and since we were traveling so fast, was to leave it in Arizona, do the rooftop tent. We're a lot more nimble. But it was free. You had the option of it being free, which was nice. But now we have our rooftop tent, and even though we can stay in places for free, we don't a lot of times because we're just uncomfortable popping the rooftop up in Walmart or in the church parking lot or wherever it may be. Or we looked around in forests and stuff, and a lot of the forests back east you have to pay. So it's still pretty cheap. We go to Boston or Salem. We went to Gettysburg. We've been to Washington, D.C. We've been all up and down the East Coast here, all the way up to Maine and up into Canada. And we just, if we can find a place to camp that's close to what we're doing, we'll do that. For food, on the days that we go into the city or want to go into Boston, for instance, we take peanut butter and jelly and a loaf of bread, and then we do it cheap.
They want snacks and they want whole meals, and I have a pan and a pot, and they're like, "Make spaghetti, Mom," and you're like, where do I put the noodles and where do I put the sauce? It's a lot of work.
Boom, right there. We have a little stove. And Holly will make pancakes on our stove when we're camping. And we have syrup and butter. And we eat pancakes. We keep it simple. The foods that we cook and prepare are simple. So we have plates. Boom. 50 cents at Walmart. Yes, I know. I'm a Walmart guy. And in our chuck box, see right here, we have bowls. And these bowls, also from Walmart, And we have disposable spoons, and we just clean them at the campground or at the park. When we're at the park and people are looking at us because we're cooking food, and they're like, what are you doing? They're not really doing that. They're probably envying us. They're like, wow. And then we heat up water and we clean our stuff, do our dishes. So that's what we do for our food. Where's our ice chest? Here's our ice chest. What do we have? Oh, chocolate bars. These are supposed to be spread out.
They were.
So we have milk in here, cheese, we carry tortillas, meat, lunch meat. Which brings me to lunches. For lunch, we'll have peanut butter and jelly. A lot of times, if we're in the traveling phase, if we're actually moving around that day, and we want to go to Boston or Washington, D.C., when we were in Washington, D.C., the food's very expensive if you buy it and eat out while you're traveling. So we just take our own. So we have a little backpack. We pack the day's stuff we're going to eat. Of course, it's not meat sandwiches, so it's peanut butter and jelly. But if we're in the campground that day or at a park and we have our ice chest, we'll eat sandwiches, turkey sandwiches or something. We do chicken quesadillas. We do regular quesadillas with beans, chicken and rice. A lot of chicken. We don't like the red meat as much. But we have done hamburgers and hot dogs when we camp, just typical camping stuff. And then we take the same thing, we'd eat the same thing, you know, when we're at the park or go somewhere, a parking lot or a rest area or a truck stop or a McDonald's parking lot. Yes, we've actually pulled our stove out in a McDonald's parking lot. Oh no, it was a gas station. In the gas station parking lot, we pulled out our stove in a gas station parking lot, and the kids weren't thrilled. They were embarrassed. We're not.
Why don't you go pull out a stove in a gas parking lot?
I did pull out a gas stove in a parking lot.
Yeah, and you, oh, it's fine. That'll get good ideas.
Yeah, we give people good ideas.
People in gas stations.
You don't have to eat at McDonald's.
Yeah, we never have.
Gross. Holly wants to add an addendum to the dinner.
This is not, like, he showed dinner and it doesn't look very appealing tonight. As I put it on the table, my kids are like, hey, this looks disgusting. That's
what they do for every meal. It doesn't matter what. You can go to a restaurant and they don't want it.
True. We did go to Panera Bread and I did get people complaining, what am I supposed to eat? And it's just sandwiches. You're like, a sandwich.
And it's not eating in the park. Who cares what you eat? Or a gas station parking lot.
But dinner isn't this every night. So some dinners
what else were it? Quesadillas.
Cheesy Larissa.
Cheesy Larissa.
I made curry the other day. And we had pineapple and coconut to go on it and all these other things.
You're not supposed to play with scissors. She's furious. And we've had
rotisserie chicken, mashed potatoes. We've had chicken and like regular like grilled chicken and rice. You already said hamburgers and
chicken
hot
nuggets.
Dogs. Chicken nuggets. So
Yeah.
we
Mom, rice, please.
And we have a salad tonight. He didn't show you that either. Salad.
Papa.
So we have some vegetables once in a while also.
And salsa. And you know how hard it is to find tortillas in New England? And salsa? We're from Arizona. We didn't know there weren't Mexicans here. They're like, you need to look in the Mexican aisle. In the, what do they call it? The ethnic food aisle. And they're like, ethnic food aisle? Okay, so we go and looking, we're like, let's look, okay. And there's like an aisle, a spot on the shelf this big for Mexican food. And we're from Arizona and we enjoy Mexican food, okay? We grew up on it. And so we're like, we only know how to cook stuff that's Mexican related. Quesadillas, burritos, beans.
We do have tacos and burritos.
Tacos! And so we go looking for stuff we know how to cook and we can't even find tortillas. And then we finally find tortillas and then you can't find salsa.